Cyber attackers are constantly trying to steal sensitive information. Your work or home computer could be their next target.
Tonight, Fox 9 investigator Jeff Ballion follows professional hackers on a mission to help one company discover its weaknesses before the bad guys do.
Attackers almost always have the advantage. We're ethical, right? We're here to help.
Meet the Red Team, professional hackers for hire. A Mission Impossible crew in the flesh.
Sometimes it feels pretty impossible.
They're paid handsomely to expose security flaws. Their clients include the likes of utility companies and financial institutions. We're tagging along for their next secret mission.
We got to show up and try to explain why we're there.
This is The Target, a Bloomington business with clients around the world.
I've looked like a fool before, I might as well look like a fool again. Why not?
John Scholl is the owner of Service Quality Institute. He's giving the Red Team the green light to do whatever it takes to try and hack their way into his company's computers.
It's a learning device, and I'm more of a risk taker, so I'm willing to do different stuff and learn.
His employees know nothing about the pending attacks.
All right, here we go.
The mission begins by firing off some emails to John's staff while he's out of the country. They appear as if they were sent from John's company account.
Yep, there it is.
The message tells workers they're going to be contacted by a vendor who's making security updates to their computers.
No matter how many times I do this, it always kind of gets me going a little bit.
Ryan Manship is one of Red Team's social engineers, meaning he has a flair for fooling people into doing things. He follows up the bogus emails with a phone call.
I'm calling on behalf of Security Update Delivery.
He tries to spoof the staff into giving up their usernames and passwords.
And all you got to do is open the email and click the link.
No one bites yet. Another email goes out. This one looks like a message sent by the employees themselves that was returned. All it takes is for just one person to click on that View Messages box.
Once they click on the link, we can do a ton of different things.
Things like install malicious software to gain access to sensitive information. This time, curiosity got the best of 3 different employees.
Those trick emails, or phishing as it's called, are a major form of cyber attacks. A lot of companies are now testing their employees to see if they can recognize the threats. Last year, researchers found that 30% of phishing messages were opened by the people being tested, up 7% from the year before, reaffirming that human beings are the weakest link in cybersecurity.
I'll take the lead and do most of the talking.
We're about to see another example of that weakness.
We just have to get that plugged in and set up.
Manship will attempt to install a secret mini computer inside SQI's headquarters, and he's going to try to do it during business hours.
Actually phones home to a location that we are in control of.
If Red Team succeeds, it'll have remote access to the company's network. Manship enters the business posing as a technician from an internet service provider.
Supposed to be doing some kind of assessment to make sure things are working right.
No one asks for identification. No one checks with the ISP to verify this is a legitimate service call.
Usually they call, let me know you guys are coming.
They didn't do that?
Maybe they talked to John. That could be. I was on vacation for a few days.
From here on, it's smooth sailing. An employee even gives Manship a ladder to access the company's internet router high up on a shelf.
Having some trouble with getting a connection here.
But there's a glitch trying to install the snooping device in this location.
Mind if I just take a peek?
So he asks if he can take a look at the company's server, which links all of the computers in the building.
Let's try this one.
He's still having trouble setting up that secret device. Time to bail before the staff starts asking why this service call is taking so long.
All right, gentlemen, I think we got what we needed.
Nothing ever works like it's supposed to on the first try.
Try number 2 comes a couple of weeks later.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Red Team's Steve Kahn, a former paratrooper, aka Ghost, shows up posing as another technician.
And I'm actually here to close out a work order.
He's not asked to show ID either. He's given free access to the server and installs that miniature computer. Red Team now has remote access to snoop.
I could look at, control, manipulate, do anything I wanted with the entire network.
Come on in, let's go in here.
John Scholl is about to learn there's a huge gap in his company's security. Yes, his staff needs to be more discerning of visitors and emails, but the most serious problem the Red Team discovered is something he never would have suspected.
The impact of this vulnerability allowed us to actually carry out a more devastating attack.
The first thing Red Team did was remotely hack into the office printer. They discovered no one had set up new credentials when it was installed. Khan was able to access the printer's memory by using the commonly known default settings that came with it from the factory. Once inside, they found reams of sensitive data.
We basically had access to everything.
Did you also have access to accounting?
Yes.
They basically knew all your financials.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
The hack also revealed passwords to every computer on the network.
Something like, say, the name of a country, followed by like 9 to something something.
Oh my God, that's my password to get onto my laptop.
Now Scholl breaks the news of Red Team's secret mission to his staff.
You're on TV.
Why am I on TV?
Some take it in stride.
Yeah, well, it was a good one. You got me.
While others are furious. But Scholl believes this experiment has made his company more secure.
I could see how you could do this for almost any company and they'll just swallow it hook, line, and sinker.
Yep, we now live in a world where every office, every home is a potential target. Simple things like changing the sign-in credentials on a printer or using more complex passwords for our devices can really make a difference.
Oh boy, you know, we talk about passwords a lot. You know, we have to change ours a lot here at the station. What makes for a good password?
Well, you don't want to use words. You want to use upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and some characters, and you want it to be long, preferably 12 characters or more.
Oh, and then the trick becomes
Yeah.
remembering it.
Yes.
When you showed that printer, though, I knew where you were going with that because those memory banks. So if
People
you're-
don't think about
if you
that.
don't
And they get the
printing your-
device and they don't think, oh, I should set up a new username and password now that it's in my building.
Wow, what a
That
great
company
learning
a lot of
experience.
credit for stepping up and doing
Yeah.
that experiment with you guys.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.